Well, hello. Thank you so much for your help with the digital PSAT and NMSQT. I'm going to quickly go through just a few things to highlight during this test. Please know that I'll be in the West Gym on test day and Allison will be running around. And while this is a new thing, I do think the steps are pretty seamless. And once you're in the system, what you do should be pretty obvious for all of us. Morning of testing, I think, well, you should know there's coffee in the staff caf. That's probably the most important thing. But those of you in EL rooms, I'll communicate with you directly. If you're helping a special service room, you're going to go to 2200. And then if you're in the West Gym, you're going to come right to that space to get a bin and your scratch paper. We will collect devices. We'll talk about that in a second. So an overview of this, just know that the script is significantly shorter. The test is significantly shorter. We've piloted Blue Book with AP testing last year. Students cannot see anything else on their Chromebook when their Blue Book app is open. Again, in terms of the staff side of this, what you actually do once you're in the system in Test Day Toolkit is actually pretty seamless for all of us, and it's shorter, which is nice. I think the most important thing, and Suzanne and I are monitoring everyone that's using Test Day Toolkit, is just that you're able to access it. You can use your phone or a device. I prefer a device that's a computer typically because it's just a larger screen to kind of see everything, but that's totally your prerogative. Everything else that you do is really through Test Day Toolkit. The one exception might be a seating chart, but we'll take care of that in the West Gym, and we'll talk about that specifically in our smaller rooms with each of you individually. The final thing that's probably most important throughout the test is just to monitor your students should they have an issue while doing the digital test. This just provides sort of a flow and timeline of what's happening on test day. One of the most important things that we've added to this flow is just that students need to adjust the brightness of their Chromebook prior to logging into Blue Book. So as many of you know, students will log out of their district account in order to find their apps in the lower part of their Chromebook screen, kind of on the tab. And before they log into Blue Book, that's when they adjust the brightness of their screen. They're unable to do that once they are in. They'll enter they'll enter two codes. The first one will be the room code, and the second one will be the actual start code when they actually start their testing and the time is counting. You'll take attendance in between those two codes. Before testing, just a few things. Of course, having students power down their devices. We're going to collect phones and Apple Watches and anything else that communicates. Students really should have an assigned seat. So just don't let them decide where they sit. If you're in a smaller room, if you're in the West Gym, we will have seats assigned by specific rows, and you'll tell the student where to sit. The other place that they'll do is they'll also look for their blue testing ticket that will be down on their actual desk where they're supposed to sit. Students technically, if you know them, don't need an ID. If you're concerned that it's not who it is, please look them up in PowerSchool and or request their ID. The items that are prohibited or not prohibited are really pretty much the same as they've always been. Students cannot bring their own scratch paper. We have to provide the scratch paper. The only thing that's theirs that should be out is their charged Chromebook, along with their sign-in ticket. They can use the calculator that they bring. We would encourage them to bring a calculator. If students forget a calculator, we are not providing them one. There is one built into Blue Book called a Desmos calculator that they have access to. So I think the most important thing is there's just not other things that they've brought with them out on their testing desk, which includes snacks. That should be, their water and their snacks should be under their testing desk. Chromebook and Blue Book, just kind of quick notes. We encourage students not to close their Chromebook at any time. Again, we talked about adjusting the brightness before opening the Blue Book app. students on our devices can use either port on either side of their device to charge it. So if one of them doesn't seem to be working, we've found in the past that flipping it to the other side often will. And then if they're in the large setting, there will be spaces throughout the gym to charge. Obviously, if you're in a classroom, just find an outlet in the room to charge. Students do not get time back, so they've got to quickly move. And again, they've been told to have a charged Chromebook when they walk in the room so that they don't have to worry about that. Test Day Toolkit. When you get in, you'll just have a few different tabs that you can see. This is my view. You won't have all of these views. You'll likely have one that also says my room. In order to check in students, you'll click on students. You'll then, so you don't see all of the students, all 260 of them. You can filter by the room, which I would encourage you to do. And then from there, you can just search by last name or scroll if you'd like. And as you go down your row and check students in, you will literally click on the yellow check-in button in order for them to be present in the testing room. They cannot start the test until we've seen students. Let me see. This is the screen where we'll see students get checked in and that they've opened Blue Book through being marked present, and then all the way over to as we monitor and check their progress throughout the test. You'll have something that says My Room. You can also go to Rooms and click on that specifically. When you go into your room, again, this is where you'll be able to see that monitoring and kind of dashboard throughout the test. We'll be there to help you. Allison will be bouncing around, but you'll be able to see students that have, been marked present. They've entered their room code. Now they're just waiting for us to give them the start code. If you're leading a room, or if you're Abby in the West Gym, you're going to read the very condensed instructions. The room code will post at the very, very end. I would encourage you to do all the reading and not to post the room code until the very, very end so that students start testing at the same time. Again, the directions are going to be very short this year. It's significantly less instructions to read. Those of you in an accommodated room, you'll have one extra screen. We'll click through it in the West Gym, but you'll have one extra screen to potentially read some instructions if you have any students that are using any of the following accommodations. Again, the start code, we're going to ask students to all enter it at the same time and click start at the same time so that students will break and end really at the same time. Technically, students break on their own, and College Board has been piloting this for over a year, including with SATs. But there will be a countdown and students will see their individual time on their screen. Again, we will give this to students, particularly in the big room, all at the same time so that someone's not 5 minutes ahead of the other students. Things to know about breaks. Yes, they can technically do it at their own time. We are not providing snacks this year because the test is so short. The exception to that are our students in 50 or 100% extended time. We will have some snacks for them. Restrooms will, use the nearest restroom for you. If you're in the smaller testing rooms, if you're in the West Gym, we will use the foyer restrooms. The breaks are short. They're 10 minutes and then they move on. Again, students can't really dilly-dally during this time. What we will ask and what we will announce is that for students and kind of prior to the end of the test, we just don't want anybody getting up. So let's say they finish early and their test was submitted. We don't want them powering down and playing on their Chromebooks, nor can they leave. We're going to ask them just to sit there. Again, it's a short test, and they can use their scratch paper to doodle, but they should not be distracting. They should not be on email. They'll just leave their screen, their Chromebooks open with submitted on their screen at the end. Because it's a shortened test and there's a lot to get through, I don't suspect we're going to have students finishing dramatically earlier. It's a very different test than what we've seen in the past. We spoke about this a few minutes ago, but you will have the opportunity under your room to monitor your students. And so you'll be able to see as you filter off to the left which section they're in, if they're on break, and those students will pop on the right. And so the other thing is we will be monitoring for needs attention. So if a student somehow is exited versus their submission didn't, is pending, it's not going through, we'll be there to kind of support and see maybe what is going on. We'll also have IT around and available to help with any concerns. But this is the screen where you'll be able to see students and how things are going and where they're at in the test. When we dismiss, you'll obviously just return students' belongings. We have to collect the scratch paper. That's probably the most important part. You'll collect scratch paper. In our case, we're also going to ask you to collect those blue testing tickets. Again, we don't want to dismiss students who don't have a submitted status. We need them to stay back. We've got to figure out what is going on to make sure that their answers get submitted to the College Board. We just talked about collecting scratch paper, returning phones, collecting those blue testing tickets. Again, we'll keep all the materials. You don't have to go anywhere or return anything if you're in the West Gym. If you're in the smaller special service testing rooms, you're going to take your materials back to 2200. If you have any questions throughout the day, we're going to be running around. Our cell phones are on the kind of master sheet that we've shared. And again, if you need anything, we're going to kind of live this first one together, but we're going to be around. So I think this will be actually more seamless than paper testing once we live it. And again, we really appreciate your time on this day, and let me know if you need anything. Thank you.